Sometimes we hear that project management at NGOs and at for-profit companies isn't the same. But in fact, there are key areas of overlap, and one of them is measurement. My name is Mary Jarjour, and I'm a certified project manager. In any project, we want to be accountable to those benefiting from the project. We want to identify areas for optimization and learning. We want to show progress and may need to justify decisions. And we realize that if NGOs don't have any measurements to show funders or other stakeholders, the NGO will struggle to get funding and other forms of support. So measurement is key in ensuring a thriving organization. Whether you're at a company or an NGO, measurement involves concepts and practices to make sure a project is progressing as planned and achieving its objectives. Let's take a closer look. Here are a few types of measurements recognized in project management. We talk about key performance indicators. These are specific metrics that tell you whether a project's on track, like, are you on budget? Are you on schedule? And also quality standards. So what's the quality of the products or services you're producing as a team? For example, to measure quality, you can think about a satisfaction survey for beneficiaries. We also talk about milestones. These are major points in the project timeline that we use to measure progress. Those who enjoy math will appreciate another measurement method called earned value management. That's where you express your spending and your schedule in mathematical terms. Then you use those numbers to assess whether the project's on track and forecast what will happen if the team keeps working like they are right now. When we learn about measurement in project management, we learn that there are 5 categories of things we measure. The first one is time measurement. So this is where we look at how much time the project's actually taking and compare that to how much time it's supposed to be taking. Maybe we have a Gantt chart, which you heard about in the planning capsule, or we have a timeline. We compare how much time the project's been taking to that Gantt chart or timeline and determine if we're on track. We have cost measurement, where we monitor expenditures against the budget. We also talk about scope measurement. That's where we make sure we're delivering the things that were agreed on at the beginning and not experiencing scope creep. That's where the team goes off track and delivers things that weren't agreed on, which can harm the project. We also measure risks, their likelihood and impact, which you'll hear about in an upcoming capsule. And finally, we measure resource use. This is where we look at how materials and team members' time and skills are being used. We evaluate how efficient that is and whether there's any room for improvement. Similar to your monitoring, evaluation, and learning teams, we collect a lot of data. To put it all in one place, we could simply choose an A4 format, and you can sometimes use color codes to show what's going well and what's not going well. This allows managers and sponsors to quickly understand the project's status. It's also pretty common to use project management software like Microsoft Project, Trello, or Asana. Benchmarking is a useful tool. That's where we look at similar projects at other organizations or at industry standards to measure how our projects are doing. We hope this capsule got you thinking about new ways to measure the important work you're doing. Don't forget to fill out the quick survey below. We value your input. Bye for now.